What's up guys, it's Ace here, and today we're here with the map layout for the map Alpha Omega that just launched recently. And you know what? We're just gonna go ahead and go right into it. So first off, you have spawn right here, and you're gonna be able to go up this ramp and go into the spot between two buildings, one on your right and one on your left. And basically, 6 buildings on this map, which you're basically gonna be able to relate everything to. You have 3 on this side, and then you have 3 on this. So first on the right, you have the yellow building. You're gonna go through here, you're gonna have a wall by, and you're gonna have a backyard. This is pretty standard for like all the buildings. You have a backyard, and then you have this section over here. But anyway, let's go ahead and go upstairs and find out what here. Not too important all the time for all of these, but there's just extra spaces. You have some build tables, and you just have some areas. Again, I do this with every map tutorial, but what I say isn't important, it doesn't mean it's not important for all of the entire thing like that. There are parts that are going to be important for Easter egg related stuff, but I'm just going to go ahead and tell you guys about the map that's important for the map. So anyway, you have this backyard section, a bunker thing that we're going to go into later, but you have these across the map, you have them all around. We'll get into those a little later. You have this section over here that connects you to this other building here, so we're going to actually go over here and going to go back into the spawn area. Again, that's where we spawn. This is where we can see all the buildings. And so let's go ahead here and go to the left side. You have the MP room right here. And again, you're gonna have to open up a lot of these doors, and some of these doors are gonna be locked behind power, and you're gonna have to open up power. I'll tell you in a minute, because power is all the way at the back of the map. But it's pretty much really designed for all of these doors and all of these areas. You just have like an upstairs portion, you have this backyard portion, and then you have like a connector area that leads into the other house right next to it. And then you have this sort of bunker area that we'll get into later. I have this house, not anything too crazy, just something that's not too special. Again, you can connect over to the other house. You have this section right here. Nothing too crazy going on again. You have parts all around. And then you have this sort of middle section between the two houses again. And this is going to be closed because you need some access for it. We'll get to that later. But you have this sort of middle portion where we were at spawn, and now we have this middle portion between the second 2 houses, and you have one of your perks over here. So let's go over here and look at this house. You know, we have a wall by over here. We can connect over to the yellow house from here. If you go into the backyard, you have a perk spawn. You have these teleport pads also, which you can use later on when they're available. You can connect over to the other yellow house from this side if you want to go through here, and you're going to be in the backyard of this. So this also one of the bunker areas, which again we'll go into next. This is going to be closed, but you can have a random power up over there. You have a box location in the backyard over here. But again, standard stuff. Top floor, which has a place to jump off from. And you have your first floor down here. Nothing too crazy. This section of the map is what the original Nuketown was. So if we cross over from that last middle area with the perk bottle over to this, the original Nuketown, where we have that house, and we have the 2 buses in the middle, and we have everything that's similar. We have the Galvin Knuckles over here, and we have that house, which we just went to. Power actually is going to be over here, right over here. You can turn that on whenever you need to. You can open up a lot more of the map. You have a box location right there. And we just have one more house we need to go through, and that'll be it for it. And you have this bottom section over here, and then you have all of this. You have a bunker section. And again, your normal backyard stuff. Nothing too crazy going on over here. The main big parts are down in the bunker, where it's going to really be hard to tell where you're going sometimes, but it's labeled, it's clearly labeled on there, and it's going to be a little easier than some other maps you've probably played. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the bunker from this ending, like right over here at the very edge of the map, and we're going to go ahead and see what we can find from down here. So you go down here, it's a pretty bloody place. You have the diner, and it's a big area. You have one of your prayer, and then you have beds. And really not too much going on over here. You have a telepad, and you know, you have your diner. It's a nice diner. You know, you can go back up there for an exit, but we're gonna go ahead and go to the beds. And through this trap thing, you're gonna get this hazy effect every time you cross through one of the doors. Now this is where Pack-a-Punch is. Pack-a-Punch is actually gonna be closed, but the Pack-a-Punch is in beds. You have these generator doors, one over there. There's one over here. Ooh, wait. Hold on. No. There's just that door right there. And you have Pack-a-Punch will be closed. No, there it is. There's the other door. And we'll go into that in just a second. If over here to the lounge area, this is gonna bring us up to another one of the places down here in the bunker, and then there's an exit over there. Now this isn't too important either. We just have a nice area over here with a tent and everything set up. Not too important, but we can go back up here, and this is actually gonna go ahead and take us to the top side of the yellow house. So basically, this is the other side where we were. If we go out here to the middle section of the map, where original Nuketown was, really on the other side of the last bunker spawn. We went through there, and we came out through there. So that's throughout the entire map. Everything kind of connects over to each other. You have this sort of middle lane that goes through the map, and then you have your houses on each side, and then there's bunker entrances on both of them. So if we go down here again, we're going to go ahead and go through the generator section now. And a little bit different. It's going to be a little more important when we get over there. So we're going to go section over here. Get that little haze. We have the generators, Pack-a-Punch again. We again have that lounge area that we went through last time. So we're gonna go ahead and put the generators right over here. So you're gonna get this little hazy effect again over here. You have the two doors for the generator. Now this is gonna be a panel that you're gonna want to enable the ventilation system. So once you want to do that, you go ahead and activate that. This is actually sort of arena thing. When you activate that, you gotta be careful because there's a lot of zombies that spawn in, and you need to kill them all so you can get those ventilation systems working. And anyway, we have the solitary section over here. Not too much going on over on this side, and we have another perk right over there, and a Bowie knife over here. So we can either go through the storage, or we can go through the solitary section. So let's go ahead and go through the storage area, and we can see this area. This isn't too important. Again, there's parts in here, but not something crazy going on. You can have another exit over here, but you can also go through here, which I'll get to in a second. This exit leads out to another one of the houses. This is actually one of the first houses where we can get out of. And this leads like kind of towards the spawn area over there. So let's go back. Let's go to this section. And here we can go to the APD control room. And this is where the MPD is. This is right with the MPD on it, and this is right under that house. You have another box location over here, and you can go ahead and access this, whatever you want to do. And it's a really cool aesthetic looking room, but again, not too much going on just in terms. I guess that's most of the map. There's not a whole lot going on all the time. Obviously, not for every map. Terry right here, a part, and this is gonna have you lead up to one of the here. But I'm gonna actually go ahead and relate it to one of the things that we already saw. This last room we were in the generator room, where I told you there was that boss fight. So we have the that we went up to get out to the kind of spawn door out there. And if we go up, we can go up here and throughout the exit. That's the MPD room. We go up here out the exit. This is the other side of the spawn room. Yeah, over there. So yeah, this is the other side of the spawn room, where we had spawn all the way back over there. So yeah, that's about it. This map gets a little bit confusing. Everything's kind of just laid out under the map. Most of the parts are down there. This is pretty simple, like really easy to remember. You just have your 6 houses that just go across from each other, and you can just go ahead and go upstairs or downstairs or whatever you need to do for whatever you're trying to accomplish in the map. But there's bunker entrances almost everywhere in the map, and you can just connect to everything, the MPD and everything. So yeah, guys, that's gonna be it for today's video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it, and hopefully this helped you out a little bit, because these maps can get a little confusing. But once you know what it is to just getting around, it's pretty easy to go ahead and find your way around the map. But yeah, guys, that's gonna be it for today's video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you like, don't just do it, ace it, and bye-bye.